Here we go.
Hello and welcome to Bounding Into Comics. My name is John Trent. I'm the founder and editor-in-chief at Bounding Into Comics. Today I got a story about gaming journalist Simon Gwynn questioning whether you would kill Supreme Court Justices Clarence Thomas and Samuel Alito given the chance. So I wrote this article a little bit earlier today. We're going to kind of go through it here. First, we're going to give a little bit of details about who Simon Gwynn is. According to Muckrake, he is the technology and gaming editor for Campaign, which is a website based in the United Kingdom. Muckrake also details that he is based in Sheffield, England. His comments came after a draft majority opinion written by Supreme Court Justice Samuel Alito declared Roe v. Wade would be overturned following the court's hearing of Planned Parenthood v. Casey. In his draft opinion, Alito wrote, "We do not pretend to know how our political system or society will respond to today's decision overruling Roe and Casey, and even if we could foresee what will happen, we would have no authority to let that knowledge influence our decision. We can only do our job, which is to interpret the law, apply longstanding principles of stare decisis, and decide this case accordingly. We therefore hold that the Constitution does not confer a right to abortion. Roe and Casey must be overruled, and the authority to regulate abortion must be returned to the people and their elected representatives." So in response to this, Gwynn took to Twitter, where he wrote, interesting real-life trolley problem in America now. If you had the chance to kill Clarence Thomas and Samuel Alito, the two oldest right-wing Supreme Court justices, should you do it while Biden can get his nominees to replace them confirmed? In a follow-up, he wrote, "It's interesting as an abstract question, but becomes a real conundrum if, say, you're terminally ill and have little to lose yourself, but know that it could save many women's lives in the future. Murder is a mortal sin, and even if you are terminally ill, you would be potentially risking your soul by committing that if you do not repent of it." So, I mean, again, this guy is like, we're going to get to this, but this guy is clearly an immoral, deviant, and just kind of awful person promoting really terrible ideas here. But we'll get to that in a little bit. Now, he has since deleted the two tweets explaining, "I've removed my recent two tweets about the U.S. Supreme Court, as on reflection, they're obviously pretty irresponsible." That's an understatement of the century. "Though I don't think they would be against Twitter's TOS. FYI, I don't endorse murdering anyone, but don't think there's anything wrong with thought experiments." He added, "Twitter is not often a good place for them, however." So Gwynn's comments are absolutely despicable. There's no other way to describe them. He's openly discussing the murder of two individuals and trying to justify it by claiming it is a, quote, thought experiment. These are the tweets of a depraved, dare I say, sociopath. He knew exactly what he was doing. He knew it was wrong, but decided to do it anyways. He only deleted the tweets after he received massive backlash from people calling him out on his sickening, vile, and wicked tweets. However, he exposed his sociopathy by still hedging after deleting the tweets by noting Twitter isn't the right place to discuss murdering people, implying somewhere else besides Twitter is depraved. That is depraved. It is absolutely depraved. There's no other way to describe that. Not only are Gwynn's tweets depraved on a personal level, but they are also a reflection of the state of our depraved society and the twisted morality that now presents itself as just and right, despite being the complete opposite. Individuals like Gwynn are openly discussing the murder of two judges because these judges dare to protect the sanctity of life by returning to states the authority to outlaw the murder of unborn infants. This authority being returned to the states would save thousands of lives, as many states would indeed outlaw abortion, as they should, given all human beings have the right to life, no matter whether they have been alive for only a week in the womb, a week outside the womb, or are over 80 years old. As human beings, we have the right to life. The rejection of that right to life is shown twofold by Gwynn. First, the most obvious is his discussion of murdering two people. You don't respect life if you are willing to openly discuss murdering people. Second, his discussion of openly murdering these two individuals is because they might rule that state governments, as they should, will prevent the murder of thousands of people that currently takes place through the abominable act of infanticide via abortion. I can't reiterate enough how absolutely despicable and depraved these tweets are. I think these might be the worst ones we've seen yet. He's actively discussing the murder of 2 sitting U.S. Supreme Court justices, and this is exactly why they decided to spread the draft opinion, because they want people discussing this, and they potentially want these kinds of actions to take place. It's heinous and it's evil. Absolutely evil. There's no other way to describe it. Completely and inherently evil. And we need to reject this type of thought. We need to call this stuff out and make sure these people know what they're doing is wrong and it is evil. And I think Gwynn knew exactly that, but he did it anyways. So shame on him. Hopefully he will find the Lord, find God, find him in his soul, and repent and turn away from these evil actions that he is clearly committing and thinking about. Those are my thoughts on the matter. Let me know what you think. My name is John Trent, and you've been watching Bounding into Comics.